Hey, what's the good word there, meat freaks? It's Jared. I'm back at you from the Mother Porkers Barbecue team and Barbecue Channel. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to go ahead and cook up some beef ribs on the offset smoker, and I think it's time to season them up and get going. Grab a beer. Alright guys, there's our rack of ribs. It's about 2.5 pounds. I've not had a lot of luck in the past doing beef ribs, either due to tenderness or just didn't like the flavor profile of the rubs. So I'm going to do some barbecue tuber advice and keep it kind of simple, treat it more like a brisket with a little bit of, specialty thrown in there. And so let's season these up and get them out on the grill. I'm sorry we're not doing that outside right by the grill, but there's a neighbor of mine mowing the grass at the moment. So today we're going to use some coarse ground black pepper. Sorry guys. There we go. We are going to use some good old kosher salt. We are going to use just a little last smattering of Red Hot Riplet seasoning, which is a spicy chip here in St. Louis, and it's real nice. And then as a binder, I'm going to use this stuff. This is Werewolf hot sauce, or not hot sauce, it's a hot steak sauce from Devil's Breath Chili Company. I picked this up at my local barbecue store, and I freaking love this stuff. So I'm not going to use a lot of it, but just enough to kind of give it something to stick to. You guys know all about binders, right? I hope so. Here we go. That should be more than enough right there. See if I can get some kosher salt going here. Spread that around a little bit. Coarse black pepper. A little more pepper than salt. And then just a touch of this Red Hot Riplet dust. There's not that much left. Pat that around, get it kind of uniform and even. Do the same to the other side here. Keep going. There we go. This stuff is just so good. It's not too hot, and if you kind of got a bland steak, or you buy like a cheap steak because it's on sale or whatever at your local grocery, and you just want to have a steak, it really kind of kicks it up a lot. That should be good for salt. Pepper. The rest of our Red Hot Riplet seasoning. Alright guys, these things are ready to go. We're going to cook at about 250 to 275 today, and as soon as my neighbor turns off his lawnmower, we'll take him outside and we'll toss him on. See you guys by the pit. Alright guys, pit's fired up, neighbor's done mowing his grass. Got a probe inside. We got a 50-degree sweep as we go across the smoker. This is a reverse flow smoker. We're going to put the bone side down to protect the meat. And we'll check on that and say, we'll check on them in about an hour or so, see how they're doing. Alright guys, let's go ahead and pop the lid up on the smoker here and take a look. Ooh, looking good. Get some wetness on there, keep it nice and moist. Starting to get some color on there. I like it. They smell really, really good. There we go. Alright, that's 1 hour in. We've cooked on average between about 240 and 260. Not a lot of pullback yet. A couple of the bones just starting there on the end. I'll probably start turning the rack a little bit as we go on as well. Check back on it in a bit. Okay guys, we're another hour into our cook, so 2 hours total. Do another spritz here. We're starting to get a little bit of pullback, and they're twisting just a little bit. Make sure we keep them moist. See that bone there? Starting to get some bark forming. These aren't the meatiest cut that I've ever seen. These are an inexpensive cut from the butcher. We'll keep them sprayed moist. Probably another half hour or so. We might even be able to wrap them. We'll see how it goes. Alright guys, it's been about 3.5 hours, and they're starting to look really good. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put them in the pan with the rest of the braising liquid, cover them in some foil, a little squirt of parquet in there to keep some moisture in, and we'll keep letting them ride. Go ahead and pull this open. Hopefully this pan fits, but they're kind of curving up on me. Oh yeah, they're starting to get a nice bark on them. That's going to be wonderful. I'm just going to use as a braising liquid just the rest of what we've been spraying them with. Put a little on top. I do want these to be pretty darn tender. There we go. I'll probably end up taking them back out and tossing them on the smoker raw again for say the last, I don't know, 15 minutes to a half hour before I pull them off permanently. If I didn't mention it before, I'm smoking this with mostly oak wood today and one good hunk of cherry wood, wild cherry wood actually, from a friend of mine. These wrapped up really tight to lose all that moisture. Pinched in there good. Alright. Alright. Toss those back on. Keep on cooking. I'm just going to turn them sideways. I'm going to just keep rotating the pan a little bit to make sure the heat stays a little bit more even. Check back in a few. Hey guys, it's been about another 2 hours or so, and as you can see it's gotten pretty dark out. I apologize for the lighting. But let's go ahead and take these out and start probing them. See if they're tender enough. Shut that back down real quick. There we go. Of course I don't have my neoprene gloves and cotton gloves to go underneath them, so I get to burn my hands a little bit for you everybody. See? That'll be fun, as always. Get these open just enough and not spill it. Let's see if they look like. Come on. Yeah, they're pinched in pretty tight. Oh yeah, those look good. They smell amazing. Starting getting some pullback on the bones here. Probably not quite done yet, but nonetheless, see if we got some butteriness. Oh, that's pretty tender. That's pretty much right through. Alright, well, Steve's going to come over and eat them with me, so we're going to just wrap him up and let him go until he gets here. He should be here in about a half hour, 45 minutes or so. Just back up. And we'll have a beer and a taste test and let you guys know how they came out. So far, so good. We're filming a video, Steve. Don't be burping. Steve made it over. Yay. Alright guys, we're finally going to pull these off and let them rest. Just going to let them rest at room temperature for about a half hour, and then we'll dig in. And I guess you can see Steve's pretty face. He's just mad because I've been beating him at fantasy football. You know.
What place you in?
Above you, that's all that matters.
You are?
Yeah.
Pull the standings, hold on.
I think I'm in third.
What place am I in?
I don't know.
Second.
Well, you won't be there for long. Son of a bitch. Alright guys, this was a 6.5 hour total cook. They look really nice. They got a nice bark on them. They're very tender. Actually, I think they might be over tender. Try and slice through though. Oh, they slice nice. Look at that. Steve's holding the light because it's dark outside.
Dark like your mouth.
Oh, what does that mean?
I have no idea.
Why would you say it then? Steve's feeling very sad. His idol Hugh Hefner passed away. Which I guess isn't he every guy's idol?
Pretty much.
Probably, yeah.
Everybody wants to be Hugh Hefner. Have a bunch of money and a bunch of having to get women around your house all the time. I mean, that's
it's true.
every guy's dream.
You don't get an absolute ton of meat off these things, but what you do get is pretty darn good. These weren't the meatiest ones I've ever gotten either. Alright. So there they are. Beautiful bark. Nice smoke ring. So we'll reset the camera. Let's see how juicy it is. Oh yeah, plenty of juice still in there. I think I might have nailed it this time. We'll turn the camera back around. You can see Steve and I eat some, and we'll let you know how it is, and we'll sign off. Hey, it's Steve. Steve's here. And since Steve can't drink any of these delicious things, I got him one of these.
Oh, cool. That works.
Kool-Aid Jammer. He's on muscle relax because he hurt his back. Poor guy.
Rub it in.
Oh, I will. And I will. Look at that.
Sorry, this is probably better from
Look
here.
at that. Probably not. It's all kind of high fructose corn syrup in that thing.
Is that bad?
I don't know. Probably.
I'm gonna get this fucking thing open. Jesus Christ. Alright.
So it was a pretty long cook today, but supposed to kind of treat these more like brisket, and I did. So they got plenty of meat on them still, though. Look good, smell good. It's a little bite-ski. That's pretty good, man. Really juicy. It's actually not over tender. You don't pull right off the bones. It's got a good bite. Bark is delicious. Kind of reminds me of
Really tastes the pepper in it.
Yeah, I put a little bit more pepper on than salt on purpose. And there's just a little background heat. In combination of that steak sauce, I rubbed it down with the werewolf sauce and then that little bit of red hot ripple seasoning. I'm very happy with these.
Not too bad.
Not too bad at all, man. Well, thanks for watching through the whole video, guys. We'll get Steve included on another cook pretty time soon. He finally all kind of back to work and all that stuff on muscle relaxers and can't drink a whole lot of beer. And vacations to go on, things to do. But we'll keep putting out videos as we have time. Appreciate you guys sticking around. And if you want to know about our meat, just ask your mom. Cheers.